Alright, today I'm going to give you guys a detailed look at this McFarlane figure, and it is Arkham Aslym Killer Croc. And here's the figure, and here's the card that it comes with. And so let us take a look at this figure. Really good looking Killer Croc based on the video game. Eventually I plan on adding a chain onto his collar piece right there. I think that'll make it a little bit better. And here's a side view of Croc. And here you can kind of see the collar piece right here. Down here towards the front, you can see. I think if I use a thin drill, I should be able to create a hole there and then attach a chain onto that. And here's the back side of Killer Croc. Alright, so as far as Croc's articulation, first off, you might want to heat up the head just a little bit, just to free up that joint, because it is really stiff. When you first get out of the box, you probably won't be able to turn him anywhere to the side. The only thing you could probably do is rotate this a little bit, and he won't be able to look up or look down, but he is capable of doing those things. So you can see he can look up. Down, not so much, just a little bit, but he can turn his head to the side. So it's just a matter of freeing up that joint, and you should be able to get him to look to the side a little bit more, actually. So here, you can get him to look all the way to the side right there. So that's a good profile. I mean, that's a good angle for Killer Croc if you want to pose him. And so yeah. Definitely heat up the joint here a little bit, so soften up the plastic. Easier to maneuver. And then shoulders, you can swing out. Full range, really good. And there's no bicep rotation here because the sculpt, I don't think is needed. Actually, I prefer they didn't. So that's good, so it doesn't break up the muscle portion of it. And then elbow. There's a single joint, and it can rotate because it's just a pin that's going up to the bicep section. And then wrists go in and out, and also rotate. And same with this side, in and out. And then as for the torso, it is just a ball joint in here, and another ball joint down here. But as far as range, it's not so much. There's not a whole lot of stuff you could do with this guy. And then as for the hips, they're on these T-joints, so his legs could go up all the way to 90 degrees, but it is at an angle. Actually you can, so you can rotate it back because there is a little thigh joint towards the hip section, so it can rotate a little bit and straighten out his leg to about that point. And then you can already see there's double jointed knees right here. And then there is an ankle joint, but it is pretty much useless because sculpted around the pants there, so you're not going to get a whole lot of movement. Toes articulation is right there. This one is somewhat on the loose side. This one is just extremely loose. That. So I think majority of the people are just gonna stand them up like this on display, probably next to Batman. So if that's what you're gonna do, so here's what he looks like next to Batman. As you can see, he towers over Batman. Batman's only, if you're not counting the ears, he's only up to his chest, pretty much. Yeah, so yeah, Killer Croc is massive in comparison. And yeah, it's nicely sculpted. It's gonna set you back about $40. This guy's gonna set you back $40, but I think it's totally worth the price. I think if you go onto McFarlane Toys website, they have this guy and Necron together, right? Is it Necron and this guy together for about 40 bucks or so? or $50. I'm not sure, but it is at a discount if you buy the bundle. So he's totally worth getting, and even Necron's worth getting. So yeah, but yeah, overall this figure is very impressive, and I like it. Do I like it better than the DC Collectibles version? That one, I broke his arm. I didn't even do anything. I had him in the box for a long time, and then I took him out, and then the arm completely fell off. It was those hard plastic, those translucent hard plastic joints that DC Collectibles use, and they tend to break easily back then with the Arkham series. So yeah, that figure, I think I sold it a while back, and yeah, this is pretty much the replacement for the other Croc, and I like this one quite a bit because I am not scared to move this one around and pose him. The other one, the DC Collectibles one, yeah, that one is scary. You might, if you breathe on it a little harder, I think it'll fall apart. So yeah, this is totally worth getting, and highly recommend this. And for $40, you can't go wrong. And if you check McFarlane's website, the online store, I think you can get a deal on it too. So there you go. That's Color Croc from McFarlane Toys. Thanks for watching.